D'Angelo, who was weight loss coach for just about everybody in town. Charles D'Angelo, good morning. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, McGraw. Hey, Kelly. How are you both doing?
Hey, Charles.
Ready for Memorial Day.
We're doing good. You sent us a picture of one of your before and after clients. Tell us about him.
Yeah, so Mr. Tim Bladdle here in St. Louis has lost 135 pounds in this last year working with me by changing the relationship he has with himself, with food, and making consistent exercise a daily ritual. So I thought, in lieu of really talking much about generalities of this transformation, I thought, why not talk about what anyone can do to start to undergo that type of process? So I kind of reduced it down to just three things that all of my clients, anyone who comes to my office, we go through. And the first is every single person, as trivial as this might sound, has to sit down and actually set a definite goal for themselves in terms of where they want to end up. All too often we leave all that in our head and we don't really put on paper what we're after. So if you can reduce what you're looking for down to a statement, that is, I want to lose 100 pounds, I want to lose 135 pounds, but then go a little bit deeper and ask yourself why. Because part of the work with me is remembering that even though you get what you want, it doesn't mean you'll necessarily have the life you have. The question is, why do you want to lose weight in the first place? And many people are looking for a relationship. Many people are looking to have more confidence. Many people are looking just to feel more control over their future. Many people are looking to feel loved. And so if you can get to what the reason behind the goal is, it will allow for you to stay a lot more consistent. The second thing is, when someone's losing 100, 150 pounds, you're obviously going to have periods of time where the progress isn't linear. So I always tell my clients that you have to take what many people will call failure as feedback. Anytime we have something come up that interferes with the progress that we're really on road to achieving, sometimes we personalize it. We make it about ourselves. We look at it and we take it personally and say there must be something wrong with us or something wrong with what we're doing, rather than just taking it as feedback and taking it as information. So much like if you were to go up to someone, if you're kind of nervous and you have a crush on someone, you were going to go up and ask them out on a date, and they simply said no, rather than saying, I'm a failure, I'm unattractive, just taking it as information and saying this person may not be ready for that type of commitment, may not even be interested. So it's starting to look at things that happen as data, as information, rather than personalizing it and making it about you and really disempowering yourself. And the last thing is the people that are successful, like Tim, who's lost 130 pounds, they choose who and where they spend their time with very wisely.
Yeah, that's
because
a good one.
Who you're with has a huge influence and impact. This weekend, when you're out on the lake, boating, rafting, who you're around is going to subtly influence you. And if you don't have a strong enough ego, a strong enough will to recognize the reasonableness of your own boundaries,
right.
That is to say, I'm doing for me what matters, it's very easy to let those boundaries be surpassed, and the next thing you know, you're following down bad choices with regret and shame.
It is so true, right? Oh, here, have a hamburger. Here, have a soda. Here, have a beer. No, come on. It's come on. Everyone's having a good time, right? Everybody wants to feed. They're like drug addicts. They want to feed you food because you're trying to do the right thing.
You took the words out of my mouth. It's much like recovery. If anyone listening has struggled with alcoholism or drug addiction, who you're spending your time around is going to really shape your thoughts and shape the way you see yourself and see the world. And we all crave love, so we're all going to make adjustments to what we feel is appropriate, simply because we don't want to be isolated or rejected by the peers around us. So it's really important to give some thought to where are you spending your time and who are you spending your time with. And if they're not leading the type of lifestyle that you really desire and deserve, you might think about limiting your associations, not having to cut them out entirely, but you might not spend as much time with those type of people because they are definitely shaping the way that you're seeing things.
Charles D'Angelo, have yourself a good weekend, a good 3-day weekend. How does somebody get a hold of you?
You can call my office at 314-495-3228, 314-495-3228, and the website, charlesdangelo.com, has something, it's not hyperbole, there's like 520 videos of different people here locally and across the country who've worked with me who have achieved the types of transformations that Tim has.
It's good stuff. Charles, thanks for checking in. Be safe, and we'll talk to you soon.